YouTube fam? It is Mary.
And Anna.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment.
Down below. Because today we are going to be talking about Sister Wives season 14, episode 9.
Yes.
And Cody has decided to go out of his way to kind of get the wives to turn against Mary.
Yeah.
In the oddest way possible.
Well, they are now on Coyote Pass for a picnic, and Cody makes a comment that, hey, Janelle, this is your land we're sitting on right now. And Robin says, hey, Mary, Cody says that you don't want your piece of land in the trees, so I'm going to have that. And Mary says, I never told him that I didn't want the land. And Cody says, yes, you did. And Mary says, stop saying that crap. I never told you that. I told you I don't know how far in the trees. I don't want to be in the trees, but I don't know how far away from the trees I want to be or whatever. And then Mary tells Robin that, look, Cody told me that Janelle, Christine, Robin they've already chosen their properties, and this is what's left. So I got this for you because you like being in the trees. And I told him I'm living in a house now that has trees around it, and the house is kind of dark. So I don't know how far in the trees I want to be. So, they kind of get into this back and forth. And Cody's like, no, I never said this, and all that stuff. Robin leaves, she's upset. Mary leaves, she's upset. Robin comes back. And so now it's Cody, Christine, Janelle, and Robin. And Cody is kind of like going at Robin, like, stop taking up for Mary. She has me on this crazy dance. And then he starts right foot, left foot, like kind of like a Simon Says. And he is looking as though he is unwinding in front of us, like he's having a serious meltdown. And he's telling Robin, you have had nothing but table scraps. And she has left you with table scraps. And it's like he's trying to, and Christine is there like, we need to talk to Mary. Christine, even if you're on Cody's side, he's never going to appreciate you. Okay? Stop trying to take on some mantle for Cody. When he's on the outs with Mary, he's fine with you. But as soon as he gets an opportunity, he's going to be back on you. So don't try to cover for him because he's never going to appreciate it at the end of the day. So
yeah, I just felt like
I just thought it was nutty how he's supposed to be the leader of this family, and he is having this total meltdown over some land.
Yeah.
I mean, if Mary says, hey, I don't want to be in the trees anymore, all you have to say, okay, Mary, I mean, that's fine. You guys can figure it out. After all, I don't have any piece of land. It's between the four of you. So you all just sit back and see, what you want, and that's it. But it's like and Janelle said it right. He is so easily triggered by Mary that any little thing she says, and we actually had noticed this about 4 or 5 seasons back, when we were like, anything Mary opens her mouth and says, even if it's the same thing another wife says, he'll shut her down like that.
Yeah.
Like he has been doing this way like seasons ago, and we noticed that. So now it's like, now he's not just shutting her down, now he's having full-on meltdowns if she opens her mouth.
Yeah, I just felt like the whole thing with him and basically I don't know what it is about Cody, but it's just like he's always like so confused and discombobulated. Like, yes, Mary said she didn't want to be in the trees. She is now in a rental where she is surrounded by trees. So she's now like she doesn't want to be in the dark or whatever.
Different perspective of being in the trees.
She hadn't made up her mind yet about whether she wanted to be in the trees or not. And even Christine said that, there's really no point of us even discussing this because we're supposed to have a land marker come out here to even tell us to come out and mark the land. So why he's out there and emotionally abusing them continuously with this whole land thing when you have not even done the essentials? Like, you don't even have money to start building on it. So why we're out here arguing every day about some land that you guys haven't really even prepped?
It's like he loves this drama between the wives, and he is the one who instigates it, causes it. You were there for a picnic. Why do you even have to tell Janelle, hey, we're sitting on your land? like you said, no one has been
You
out to
haven't
actually
even
mark
gotten
her life.
markers. You haven't
Like,
gotten
come
land
on.
markers out there or whatever. And then it's like, so Robin, she's there trying to talk about whatever was going on. Mary's just trying to tell her that's not how the conversation went.
Yeah.
But you talk over Mary, you're being rude to her.
Yes.
And then when Mary finally wants to have her say, she said, no, you
walk
can't.
off.
She basically dismisses her and said, no, you can't talk to me right now. Walks away. And then Mary's like, well, I'm upset, so I'm going to leave or whatever. But she waits just until
come back after you know Mary has left.
Yeah, and then you come to talk to Cody again about whatever's going on, and now he's talking about how Mary is so horrible to all the other wives.
Yeah.
Like, she's doing all this. Like, she would not be having to you guys all bow down to her. Like, it was just very odd language, and that's not even it, like, at all. And then it's like, I've been doing this with Mary, like, she's making me have to do this whole dance. Cody, you haven't done shit for Mary, so I don't know why you're here thinking that you've done a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you haven't done anything except for break this woman down.
Yeah.
Like, it's really your fault. And it's like you have no sense of accountability, so you're there dancing like a jackass.
He just doesn't want Robin and Mary to be close.
And then he's talking about scraps. So it's like, I feel like he hates Mary at this point. Like, let's just call it what it is. He actually hates her.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of distaste for her. Yeah. So now he wants the wives to kind of ostracize her so that it'll be easy to kick her out of the family. Like, that's really the next thing.
He
because
really
she never
wants
will.
Mary to leave. When he talks about divorcing and leaving and selling your asset, he is really actually talking about Mary.
And the more she stays,
it's not
the
about
more
anybody
he hates
else.
her.
It's Mary. So when Christine now goes ahead, asks for a divorce, right? Now it's like it takes him by surprise. Because the person he really wanted to leave all this time was Mary. Like when we talked about him saying, I've always told the wives that they can leave if they're not happy. I just didn't think that they will not be happy and leave me. He's really talking about Christine. Because the wives that he was telling to leave is Mary. Because we see that later on in season 15 when they go out for their 30th anniversary, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, but I just felt like, Cody, I feel like it will be easier for him if he basically got everybody to got turned against her, where everybody really does not like her, and he's basically like, because Mary would never leave on her own, so he's thinking if everybody doesn't like her, it'll be easy for him to just tell her, I think you need to leave the family because you have broken all these relationships and nobody really wants you around, whatever. I think that will be easier for him to do the breakup, because men will always try to either put the breakup on somebody else, but they'll never break up with them themselves. So that's where I think that he is. Because even the fact that he was there telling Robin that she got table scraps, Cody, as long as you live, you will always make sure that Robin never gets table scraps.
Yes.
So you saying that she's getting table scraps and how she's the victim, I know you're seeing what people are saying about you on Twitter or whatever. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know what's going on there. But I know you're probably seeing what people are saying about you. So you want to make it seem like, Robin is getting some unfair treatment, like she's not getting favoritism.
Right. We can see with our own eyes. We don't believe your words. We can see with our own eyes, season through season, episode through episode. We can see she ain't getting no table scraps, Cody.
Exactly.
And we know that you're never going to stand by for her to get table scraps. So you saying that, he's saying it for an audience. It's certainly not us who watch you day in and day out.
Yeah, so I just felt like Cody just made himself look even crazier than he already looked.
Well, did you believe Robbie when she was saying, stop saying that, I'm always going to work these out with my sister wives? I think she just said that because she's also trying to cover Cody. Like, stop saying those kinds of things.
Robin,
because people are watching you.
I feel like Robin just
like you were
Cody,
always going to stand up for your sister wife, but you couldn't even listen to Mary. You walked off. How is that standing up for your sister wife?
I feel like...
Or how is that... She said she will always work things out with her sister wife, no matter how difficult it is. Well, it was difficult just now that you walked off as soon as Mary opened her mouth, and you didn't give her a chance to talk.
Personally, I feel like Robin is full of it.
I think so
her
too.
and Cody, that's maybe why they get along so well, because they're both full of it.
Yeah.
Robin, when you decided to force Cody, well, not force, because he happily did it, because he loved you, and manipulated the whole thing, and manipulated Mary.
Yes.
you don't really care about Mary. You're not
No.
trying to work it out, because as soon as you have married her, you had used her for what you needed to use her for,
Yes.
and you had completed your 5-year plan with the help of Mary and Cody.
Yes.
You dropped her off like a bad habit,
You
and
sure
you did not
did.
care. She was ostracized so badly that she started dating a woman.
Yeah.
Very oddly. And then, her daughter followed suit.
Yeah.
So I just felt like, Robin,
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't. And I don't think Mary should either.
Yeah.
And you have got to stop the lying and just
Yeah.
be genuine, But I don't think
I don't think she
will
knows
be.
how.
I think she does. She just chooses not to,
Not to
because
be,
one,
yeah.
she's on TV.
Yeah.
And then two, I also feel like she's trying to really make sure that this thing with Cody lasts forever.
Yeah.
Because she has decided this is the marriage she's going to be in. Just like Janelle, she has decided that I'm going to stay put.
Yes.
And she's going to do whatever it takes for her not to
Because
rock
what is
the
she
boat.
going to do? You're going to leave and go get married a third time?
And have another
With your
baby
children
father.
and all
I
that?
doubt
No.
she's doing that. She has gotten the land. Cody is on all of the houses.
Yeah.
So, and she's the first wife. It doesn't get any better than that, does
Yeah.
it?
No, it really does not. And if Cody can just get his head straight, he will not come to her often. He will do what a plural husband is supposed to do and spend equal time with the wives.
Yeah,
But-
because even now she's complaining about how much he's there. She
But
said this is
unfortunately for
unnatural.
you, COVID is around the corner. And he is going to get what he really wants. So that's more time with you.
But I really feel like they're all suffering. It's because, one, God's hand was not in this.
No.
I'm not saying that God's making them suffer at all.
No,
but
it's
I'm saying,
from themselves. It's
but
from
in the
themselves.
Quran, they
Yeah. Yeah.
God says that everything good is from Him.
Yes.
Everything bad is from yourself.
Exactly.
And at
this
first,
is-
I used to have an issue with that. I
Yes.
was like, "How is it from myself?" But I totally get it, because
Yeah.
the thing is,
I really
everything
get
that
it.
you do, you have to kind of include God in it. You can't just make decisions and think that it's going to all work out, especially if that's not in God's plan for you. And I don't think them moving to Flagstaff wasn't God's plan. Like, He had blessed you.
He'd already given you the miracle.
Even though it was in the city and you guys are quote unquote Hicks, as your son said, you guys could have bought land. You could have made one home a vacation home, and you guys go there, stay there maybe a couple months or whatever, and then you go back to your house in the city in Las Vegas. But at least you have a base, and you guys could just be traveling if you have that itch and stuff
To
like
go.
that.
Exactly.
But you decided to cause havoc because you were losing control of the wives. They're all getting older. They're all starting to realize.
Coming
And
into themselves.
what we're going to talk about, how Christine finally, got the strength to really be standing up for what she wanted when she talked to Robin.
Yeah.
But these are women who they have kind of grown into themselves.
Absolutely.
They know what they want now. It's not like
Absolutely.
young women where
Yeah.
you don't really know yourself.
Yeah.
It's like now they have got to separation. They're
Yeah.
not in one house, so they don't have that distraction.
Exactly.
And he can't handle it.
No.
He is unraveling.
Yes.
So I feel like because of all that, he is just really going up Schitt's Creek, and that's why he made this decision. Because I think after season 12, really maybe even season 11, I really saw a decline in how much they prayed. He wasn't even doing church at home anymore.
Yeah,
It's like they never
that.
went out of their way to
For a
find
while.
another church or even a base for their polygamy religion.
Yeah.
And then it's like they weren't even praying anymore.
Yeah.
I think the last time I saw them pray was when maybe
a lot
when they
of-
were talking about the bed and breakfast, or I don't know. I think that was they were praying when he wanted to go to Utah to go and march on the Capitol or whatever after they went to that gay parade.
Yes, that's
So-
true. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the last time I saw them pray, and that was a few seasons ago.
And even prior to that, they were losing a lot of the older children. Garrison wasn't coming down. Gabriel wasn't coming down. Peyton wasn't coming down. Like, as the children were getting older, high school, whatever, they had stopped coming down for church. So, yeah. But that is all that was in this particular
Episode. But yes, you guys, please comment down below what you think. Comment down what you think is really the reason why Cody is unraveling and has really lost himself. We think that it is the loss of control, personally. But let us know what you guys think.
His hair, he's losing
Control of the wives.
That could be it too. Like,
But I don't
he's
think
losing his hair, and he's feeling like maybe he's not as strong as he used to, because as you get older, you get into your 50s. There's really this shift really begins to happen in your 40s.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, in the 40s, like, my eyesight started to change.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get to your 50s, it's like, okay, I'm in my 50s now. And now he is in his 50s.
Yeah.
So, and then all that is happening also with his receding hairline.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, and then your children are having children, and he's kind of in that space. Should I have babies still? And,
Last thing he needs to be doing is procreating.
Midlife.
You're already ruining the lives of some of your kids, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you've already ruined relationships.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just feel like there's no point in you. I mean, I feel like he wants to run off into the sunset with Robin and just be a monogamous family. That's what I think. So hey, in that case, then go ahead. I mean, the damage is already done.
Yeah.
So
Robin
and season
does
15,
not want that. She does not want to run up the sunset with Cody by himself.
Yeah, but they're saying that Janelle has gotten a divorce, and Janelle's gotten a divorce, and it's just Robin and Cody that are married now or whatever. But I also
Janelle
saw
was married
somewhere
before to Mary's brother.
I'm saying that, but Janelle said that she's getting a divorce from Cody. I saw that somewhere on YouTube. I didn't click the video.
Really?
Though. Yeah. And they said Robin also got divorced from him. No, I don't know what to believe.
Making up stuff.
I don't
probably.
know.
It's only Christine that I have seen.
I don't follow all of them on Instagram. I only follow Christine and Isabella.
Okay.
So I don't really know what's going on with all that.
Yeah.
But if you guys have any new details about the family dynamic, please give us reliable sources, so we're not embarrassing ourselves on this platform.
Yeah, I am not going to take anybody's day except for Christine, because I saw that on a few, and I actually saw her with her own mouth saying that it's over, right?
Yeah.
So until I see that really from the other one, we're not saying anything.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, it's Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.